What's up guys, and welcome to FPL Today and the second part of the team selection video for game week 22. Another double game week is upon us, but before we get into this video fully, a quick word from the sponsors of this video, SPITCH. SPITCH is the ultimate fantasy football manager game that's just hit the market. This game is available for those of you in the UK and Ireland, for everyone over 18 years of age. It's a fantasy football manager app that lets you build your team, collect points and battle it out against other managers. Play for free, compete against your friends in communities and have a chance to win a share of up to £70,000 on a weekly basis. That's right, there are weekly competitions, not just season ones, so every game week matters all season long. Various competitions are available on different pitches, and once again there are free games to play. Click on the top link in the description and download the app for free, and let's get back to the video. Big thank you to SPITCH for sponsoring this video. Companies like them that support channels like me really do help out, so thank you to SPITCH. Go check them out and play game week 22 on their Premier League game and see how you can do on SPITCH. So a quick recap of how I did in game week 21, because of course my West Ham boys have now played, and Bowen did get a brace in the game against Norwich, putting him on 21 points, which is double to 42 for me because he is my captain. Antonio didn't do anything, apparently he did miss a sitter, I've not seen it yet, but he ended up on 9 points, and that does end up with me being on 84 points for the game week, down to 76 because I took a -8. That actually puts me down to 21,195th in rank, which is unfortunate. It does mean a slight drop in rank of about 300 places, but like I said, I'm happy to just hold on for now, because last time COVID run riot over the fixtures, I really dropped in rank, so I don't want that to happen again, so quite happy with a small drop. Bowen looks like a very popular captain around my ranking, so it didn't really help me out that he did so well, but if I didn't have him, then it would have been a lot more painful. So glad we brought him in, and that does mean we are still around the 20k mark, and hopefully we can find some form and push towards that 10k again. We got close a couple of times, but as long as we end in the top 10k, it'll be a good season. So let's move on to my team selection. Okay, so do go and check my other video if you want a full rundown of the team. But we do have some good news to update you guys with as far as my team is concerned. And it looks like Trent is back in training, which is a positive sign for me. And it also looks like Dennis is in training as well. So if those two feature over the weekend, we actually don't have as many issues as we initially had going into game week 22. The issues are, of course, I still have Salah. He is sitting on the bench right now. He doesn't play against Brentford. And we have Son, who, of course, has that injury. So we now need to take Son out, because I'm not really confident that Smith Rowe will start either. And he does also have an injury concern. And then Gelhardt looks like he won't be featuring in game week 22 either. So if we take Son out of the side, the most important thing is we get a midfielder in. Now, we could just take the one transfer and not take a minus for another game week in a row, or we could take out someone like Gelhardt and potentially bring in a striker. So if we're only taking a -4 and replacing Son in the side, or Salah, whichever one we want to be honest, there's not many midfielders around their price bracket that I'm interested in. The midfielders I'm looking at are Mason Mount, James Maddison and Lucas Moura for this game week. Now, Mason Mount has some great underlying stats. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist. That comes from an XG of 2.62 and expected assists of 0.92. However, I just don't seem to get on with Mason Mount. There's something blocking me from wanting to bring him in, although underlying stats-wise, he does seem like a great option. James Maddison, playing for Leicester. Now, Leicester seem to be able to get a lot of postponements quite easily. Either their opponents postpone or they do. But he has managed to get 2 goals as well and 3 assists, and does seem on form right now. His expected goals is only at 1.23. His expected assists at 1.10. So he is outperforming those stats quite significantly, but he could be a punt as well. And then Lucas Moura is the cheapest at 6.5 million. He has got a goal and 2 assists right now, from an expected goals of 1.35 and expected assists at 1.46. And those are the 3 that I'm looking at. Of course, they all have double game weeks. But we could potentially, if we take a -4, bring in Harry Kane up front for Gelhardt, and then bring in Lucas Moura for Salah. And then we could do something with Son and the money there to potentially have the money to bring back Salah when he does return from the African Cup of Nations. Now, ideally, I wanted to take Salah out for a player just for a couple of game weeks, and I could bring Salah straight back in. If I take this move of getting Harry Kane in instead, it does mean that we might have to make a transfer or two to bring Salah back into the side. And I'm really determined to have a quick strategy to bring Salah back into the team. So it might mean holding a transfer in game week 23. The plus point of the minus would be Kane and Mora for 2 game weeks, which could be really good for me. But it is another minus, and I've not really had a successful minus game week yet because people around me are all scoring similar amount of points, and I'm either holding rank or dropping slightly. So we could just go for Maddison, who probably is my favourite option if I just swap a midfielder out and don't take the hit. But of course, there's always that fear factor if Harry Kane does go and do something massive, or say Lucas Moura does something massive. That is 2 potential players with big point hauls around the corner that I could miss out on. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. A lot does depend on Smith Rowe and if I think he's going to start as well. I don't think that is currently the case right now. So who knows exactly what I'm going to do. There may even be a deadline day video done tomorrow just to nail down my thoughts. It'll be a very quick video of who I am transferring in, what my move is, to update you guys. And it won't be much before the deadline, maybe 3-4 o'clock. Hopefully somewhere around then. Of course, I have to be able to edit the video and record it and all that stuff. So, guys, in the comments down below, I want you to let me know what you would do in my situation. Would it be Kane and Moura in for Salah and Gelhardt? Or would you just replace Son or Salah with one of Maddison, Mount and Lucas Moura? Get in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Also, while you're there, if you could do me a favour and hit the like button and subscribe as well, really does help me out on this channel. I've been J&O. This has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.